Have you ever wondered what a full renovation of your space would look like? Well, I'm Jane Barnes, I'm an interior designer, and I'm at a project where I did just that. So here we have a fantastic sectional here with seating for 7, this fantastic ottoman here, which is great additional seating spot to put your feet on. You can eat on it. It has leather, so that adds to the complex layering of textures for the space because it's a really, it's a very monochromatic look. So that's why texture is so important in a space like this. Plus the depth of it really punctuates the lightness of the sofa, and over time this leather is just gonna get better and better and more lived in together. So we also added these beautiful custom window treatments. They're ripple fold drapes ceiling to floor, and they're done in a cotton fabric that's embroidered with this beautiful peacock style embroidery and has this fantastic trim down the interior with this tassel. So it's varying shades of blue, chambray blues, interesting. So it's elevated but also kind of bohemian, which I love that juxtaposition. In addition to which, this room didn't have any lighting. So I added this light fixture here, which I just love. It's ambient lighting. It adds some interest. It adds texture here with these wooden beads, which I love, but you can also see the size and the shape. It echoes the proportions of the ottoman below, so you get that really nice balance, but at night it adds a really lovely ambient light to the space, which is really fantastic. So we have the 7-seat sectional here. We did custom pillows to coordinate with the beautiful window treatments, but on top of that, the space didn't have a TV before. So what I did was I designed this fireplace here, which previously had not been used. The bottom of it was brick, and then the top of it was just, a wall, board, and plaster. So what I did was I designed this so that the brick would go all the way to the ceiling because I wanted the texture of the brick, but I also need to make sure that whatever I'm adding, that's going to be staying, it's an architectural interest, that it acknowledges and respects the architecture of the existing space. So I don't want anything that's going to be super crazy. So it really acknowledges the traditional aspects of this space, but elevates it to the transitional look that we're going for here. So we added the brick to the ceiling above with some beautiful crown molding, and then we added electrical wiring so that we could have this recessed spot for the TV, because I wanted the TV to be, obviously we like to watch TV, but I don't want it to be front and center all the time. So it's fantastic because we can pull it out and it can articulate either way, and then it can get pushed back into space. So I really love that. This is just a screensaver on YouTube, which is fantastic to do. And my client also wanted a mantle, understandably. That's where we hang the stockings with care. So, we had to have that, and I opted to keep it white with this beautiful trim detail here, but also a nice spot for her to put picture frames and various things as well. And then this wool area rug, which is great because it has movement, it has flow, it has all different depths of color, a lot of movement, so it's really family friendly should anything ever spill on it. But it's wool, so it really adds warmth to the space in the winter and just adds that really fun transitional sort of organic texture to the space, which I really love. In addition to which, we have these 2 armchairs here, which are on a smaller scale, and I wanted that intentionally. Again, this space isn't that big, so I have to make sure that we're maximizing all of the seating options, but that they don't overpower the space. So they're done in a navy blue velvet. Again, they're on a smaller scale, and I love that because they can be taken out and moved around for, again, like family events, holidays, celebrations. They can be moved out to these areas easily, and there's still plenty of walkway space as well. in addition to the fireplace renovation, I designed these built-in bookcases here for that elevated look, the interest, but also for, really lovely spot to display different items, for some interest, because in addition to seating in this area, we needed to maximize storage. So while this isn't tons of storage, it is a great spot to put really lovely things. We have some closed storage here for those things that aren't really lovely. And on the other side of the fireplace, we have the same exact size built in as well. Over here, obviously we're maximizing seating area, but since it's a family of 4 and since they're real people, they want to be in a spot where they're all congregating and enjoying each other and maybe doing different tasks at the same time. So maybe someone's on the sofa reading, maybe someone's watching TV, but I added this sofa table, which is fantastic. It obviously balances out the sofa in a beautiful way. It gives me a great spot to put some lights here for additional lighting around the sofa. So I did too. I love to have balance and proportion. But in addition to it just being a table, it's actually a little bit of a desk area with a little bit of storage here. And then for seating for this desk area, I opted for these 3 ottomans. And I love these because they're obviously fantastic to sit here, do your work, eat a meal in case one of the kids are messy eaters. This is a great spot to designate for the food. But also these ottomans are great. They're lightweight and they're really, really versatile. So these can be taken out and moved around the space again for the holidays, for the celebrations, for the impromptu whatevers. There's a lot of versatility here. So those are always important components to all of my designs. I want designs to be beautiful, soft, functional, and also versatile because our lives change. The seasons change around here, the events change, the holidays change. So I really have to make sure that all of my designs can really ebb and flow with the way my clients live.